Megatron vs. Metatron. Could the story of Megatron, the Decepticons' leader, be borrowed from the ancient Books of Enoch? Is there a bumblebee in this story? Probably.
Message from Starfleet, Captain.
Let's get to it.
First off, let's clear up that Megatron and Metatron have a different spelling. Metatron was an archangel, the angelic version of Enoch. He rose to heaven with God, having not died. Archangel Metatron created Metatron's cube. The Transformers Megatron lusted for the most powerful and ancient source of power, a cube named the Allspark. Let's set the historical scene. This amazing story goes back to at least 300 BCE, and to a powerful cube which had the power to create all matter, created by Archangel Metatron. Metatron's cube seems a lot like the Transformers' powerful source of all the Allspark.
There was the cube. We know not where it comes from, only that it holds the power to create worlds and fill them with life.
This biblical story comes from the book of Genesis, from the New Testament books of Luke, Hebrews, and Jude, and from the Gnostic text, the Books of Enoch. It is also included in more mystic and lost traditions and is cited in the Babylonian Talmud and Hebrew Zohar. Enoch was the 7th generation after Adam and Eve and was also the great-great-grandfather of Noah. Jewish, Islamic, and Christian traditions all venerate Enoch, sometimes as a saint and as a prophet. Enoch lived for more than 365 years, but would not see death, for God took him. Interestingly, Megatron did not see death, and was frozen, but revived by the Allspark. Historical trigger warning. Modern faiths have removed the Book of Enoch from their teachings. The Book of Enoch, which is considered a Gnostic text, is factually real. Many copies have been found, including in the famous Dead Sea Scrolls. However, most Gnostic traditions were taken out of the current Bible in 325 AD, under Roman Emperor Constantine. Gnostics believe the individual holds the power of spirit within. The Holy Roman Empire didn't want any texts talking about looking within. They needed to hold the crumbling empire together through a new faith, and they consolidated their power over the people. This parallels Megatron's journey, in that he wanted power through the Allspark. It is worth noting that still today, both Ethiopian Jewish community as well as the Christian Ethiopian Orthodox Church still include the Book of Enoch, the Scriptures. These are the same Ethiopians that claim to hold the Ark of the Covenant in a chapel in the town of Axel. Back to Enoch's journey to becoming Archangel Metatron. The Books of Enoch are fascinating, and they contain unique material on the origins of demons, Nephilim, why angels fell from heaven, and an explanation of why the Genesis flood was morally necessary. Nephilim were giants. Transformers are giants. Odd coincidence. The Books of Enoch are the source materials describing the transition of Enoch to the Archangel Metatron. Enoch was rewarded by God and became, in what some texts say, the head archangel, the scribe of God, and the keeper of the tree of life. Enoch's transition was towards the light. However, Megatron's journey took the opposite path and was a transition to the dark.
Like all great power, some wanted it for good, others for evil.
Megatron was the fallen brother of Optimus Prime.
We were brothers once.
Megatron wanted all the power, started a war and fought over the possession of the Allspark.
Where is the cube?
Megatron lusted for the power of the Allspark, because the Allspark was the source of all life in the Transformers universe. Metatron's cube was a creation of Archangel Metatron. It too seems to be a source of form and matter in the universe. Today, Metatron's cube is a powerful symbol in sacred geometry that contains many important geometric shapes and patterns. The cube is formed by connecting 13 circles of the same size, and the straight lines between them form the 5 platonic solids, which are thought to represent the building blocks of life. Tetrahedron, representing fire. Cube, representing earth. Octahedron, representing air. Dodecahedron, representing ether. Icosahedron, representing water. These shapes are thought to represent the building blocks of life and the elements of the universe. The cube is also connected to the flower of life, another important symbol in sacred geometry, which contains the blueprint for all of creation. The Fibonacci sequence is also found in Metatron's cube, as the ratio of the radius of the circles to the distance between their centers is the golden ratio. In Transformers, the Allspark appears to have all the power of creation as Metatron's cube.
There was the cube.
If anything, the writers of Transformers and the story of chasing the Allspark is a nod to the real-life sacred geometry we have all around us. I promised a bumblebee in this story. Well, Bumblebee was probably created by the power of the Allspark, and Bumblebee had the power to manipulate the Allspark. And Metatron's cube definitely could create a bumblebee, with all of the sacred geometry found in Fibonacci sequence. In my eyes, the bumblebee story is that of the average person, with some defects, but also with the courage and innate power to access and control the most powerful source of creation in the universe. Now you know, Megatron and Metatron, and the Transformers story follows the same parallels as the Book of Enoch stories. We hope you enjoyed learning. Leave a comment and give us a follow.